Hello, this is Hattie, and remember, we're doing Diabetic Awareness Week. Today, we're going to be interviewing a gentleman. His name is Peter, and I want you to meet him right now. I will actually ask him a little bit about his journey from the beginning of his disease process to today. So let's walk over here and see. And hi, Peter.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Peter, you've been diagnosed with diabetes how long?
I am a type 2 diabetic, and it has been just about 15 years now.
15 years. Okay, and so about 4 years ago, you decided that you were going to do something about it, about losing weight and kind of getting your blood sugar under control?
Yeah, my journey started with, first off, I have two daughters. One of them is a 14-year-old, the other one is 9. And right after my first daughter was born, I started on the path, really. It's when I quit smoking cigarettes. My doctor told me either see him graduate 6th grade or don't see him graduate 6th grade. The choice was yours, and I threw the cigarettes out that day. That was the first step. The second step is when the emotional part of it and things in your personal life change. I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to go work out today, and that was at 5:30 in the morning. And I went up to the gym where Hattie works, and I got on an elliptical. I was on there for 7 minutes, and I got off, walked into the restroom, and promptly threw up. It took me, at that time I weighed probably about 365 pounds, and I knew I was in bad shape. For years, you grew up with parents who didn't have much, and they went through the depression. Their idea is, they need more food, and they need more love, they need more things, and I don't blame them. I blame myself. I should never have gotten that big, and it has cost me dearly. When I started working out and I started to lose the weight, and I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do, what I didn't know was my disease. I didn't know that the pendulum swung so far to the right and so far to the left. I just didn't know. I did not have the education enough to cover what was going on in my body. And, the heart was there. The commitment was there, waking up every day. I would wake up at 4:30 every day. It got to the point after a couple months, 4:30 every day, I'd walk to the gym, I'd work out, I'd walk home. I had a nice rhythm. I'd wake my kids up, get them ready to school, get them to school, and get to work. At some point along this journey, I hurt my foot, and the foot didn't make it. The rest of me did. Even when they were telling me that they were gonna take off half of the foot, and they were gonna take off a third of the foot, and they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that, and finally my GP came in and said, Pete, you're on the right path. Let them take the whole foot. You'll come back in a year. And as Hattie can tell you, a little under a year later, I came walking into her class and took another spinning class. And it wasn't easy at first. You got a prosthetic leg and you're on a spinning bike. It's not the easiest thing in the world. What I did not forget, even while I was down with one foot, was every day, what is your diet? And during that time, I used it to educate myself on exactly what this disease is doing to me, what its potential to keep doing to me, and what I could do to help. And for me, it was an easy choice. 2 young daughters. Every day I cherish them, and I'm happy to see them every day. Every day I try to tell myself, what am I going to do today to make this a little bit better? And it was tough. It wasn't easy. That's the way it started. It wasn't the end of my health issues. It seemed like the more weight I lost, the more problems I got. I developed diabetic retinopathy in my eyes. I was what they call black blind for almost a year. And that is coming back. I now have vision in my left eye. And my right eye is about to be restored. It has a big old cataract on there, and they're going to restore that. And I'm just not stopping. I got great inspiration from pictures of my father. He was about 6'1", 6'2", and he weighed about 170, 175 pounds. So the goal is 175.
How much do you weigh now, Peter?
I weighed myself last week. I was 188 pounds.
And let me ask you one more question. When you were first diagnosed, what was your blood sugar, the values? Do you remember the numbers you were getting?
Whew.
Over 300?
I was riding between 250 and 300.
And so today, do you take any medication for your disease?
Well, when I started, I was on 2 shots a day. I was on 2 Januvia pills a day, 2 metformins a day. And for those diabetics out there, they know exactly what those drugs are. I am now down to 1 Januvia in the morning, a small dosage. I take cinnamon tablets. I take chromium, picolinate, which are 2 homeopathic remedies. And just watch what you eat. What are you going to do today that's going to help you tomorrow?
Yes. So, Peter, thank you so much. And what I want you to understand about this whole interview today is that this is an interview, a message of hope. Just because you have diabetes does not mean it is the end of the earth or the world. Just because you lose your leg, it's not the end. Just because you have retinopathy, it's not the end. The end of the story is how you take yourself and what you do from this point on. Controlling your blood sugar, working out, live for your family, and be able to tell the story so that you can be an inspiration to others. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow.